Alright, what up? It's your boy Creative Beatdown. We got a video today talking about super counters. Specifically how to beat them. Technically. When I say beat them, basically how to avoid getting super countered so often. And you guys know me, I like to lead by example. So I've heard people in the comments tell me about Burter saying that, oh, he's the easiest to super counter because he got so many hits and because they really don't punish people for spamming the super counter button, because like I guess the cooldown is borderline non-existent, so you could just press it whenever you want. But I'm going to show you how to avoid this. Okay, so first we're going to switch to a different character that has a normal amount of hits. So you continue this combo where it's going to do like 17 hits just normally. Even the same thing with Dispo, but it's for this reason people say that Burter is theoretically easier to super counter. When, in my opinion, I think it's the opposite. Trust me, I hear what you're saying. You're saying if you're just randomly throwing it out, you're more likely to get a super counter off of Burter than what you would anyone else if you're just randomly throwing out super counters. So, and players who play like that, it's an easy way to stop super counters and make them do something differently. And this whole thing is timing based. So one of the first methods, of course, is vanishing. So you do a high speed movement after you do an attack. After you do a rush, do a high speed movement. That changes up your timing just by a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That little moment of them pressing it and missing an attack could throw the whole timing off. And by the time they try to get themselves back together, you could be there and did a grand rising or anything else. And for all the smart asses out there, yes, we know things have counters. I don't need to hear in the comment like, oh yes, but then you could just do this, or you could just use perception to do it. Yes, we know it's a fighting game. You're supposed to have options. You could speak about theoreticals for the rest of your life, but that's the point of a fighting game. It's supposed to try to catch them when they're not doing something. If they throw out rock, you throw out paper. They throw out scissors, you throw out rock. That's how it's supposed to be. But moving on, because the last method, of course, you could use high-speed movement to counter high-speed movement. This one, if you press X, if you do a dash, you dash forward and dash to the side, then you'll also attack them from behind, pause, while at the same time, you'll be able to continue your combo. And yes, of course, this also changes up timing and it keeps them on their toes with what they're going to do next, because more than likely they might throw out a perception, but we're focused on super counters. Here's an idea of what it all looks like together. So you're just kind of mixing up your timings, throwing things out there. You're like, oh, damn, I can't even percept no more because he attacked me from behind, pause. And so now he's just trying to get himself together. The other method is chains. So when you're throwing out chains from a rush attack, it extends combos, and at the same time, it can allow you to charge chains, and then it can change up your timing as well. And it's harder for them to get away from that. And when you're throwing out chains, a lot of times people, they're going to be trying to super percept them because them things can really do damage. And at the same time, it's hard for them to read it, so they just do an all-around cover and try to super percept. And it's important because a charge chain is different. So if you're able to charge your chain, that changes up your timing as well, because they're pressing that button yet you haven't thrown a hit out yet. You know what I'm saying? So they're wasting time. Of course, this method right here is you can't super counter at all. Simply is throwing out Ki Blast. So when you knock them back from whatever, throw a chain, immediately start shooting Ki Blast after for extra damage. And this is way more beneficial to Ki Blast types. So people who do more damage from their Ki Blast. Hopefully you found this video useful or informative in any way. If you did, like and subscribe and share. Hopefully y'all stay creative and y'all have a good day.